Hey guys, Dr. Cod Lovelace here. I'm going to come to you right now with my top 5 for the flu. All right, how do you prevent the flu, right? Big bad flu season's coming up, and we always are concerned about that. We don't want to feel like junk. We don't want to get the flu. I know they scare you to think it's going to kill you. Very, very, very unlikely. But the reason this time of year is the flu season, the reason they call pretty much from October to January the flu season, is not because the flu just decides to get on a jet plane and come into your area in that time of year. It's because our stress levels are at their highest, okay? So understanding that the flu, the only reason you would get the flu, which many people will never even get, the reason you would get the flu is because your immune system is depressed and now it's susceptible to a flu virus, which is many different viruses, okay? So the worst thing we ever want to do is get a flu shot, because the flu shot does not protect us from the flu. Go read about it on the CDC website. It'll tell you that. It actually isn't going to protect you from the flu. However, it is going, because it's usually not effective. However, it is going to pump you full of aluminum and other chemicals that you don't want to get. They've shown that 5 or more flu shots increases your chances of Alzheimer's by 80%. You want to stay away from it. They've linked that to all kinds of autoimmune issues. It's not going to help you. It is going to hurt you. Stay away from the flu shot. Okay, now that we got that said, let's talk about what you should do to prevent the flu, okay? Number one thing I'm going to recommend on my top 5 list for the flu, number 1 is going to be apple cider vinegar. Okay, if you listen to me much, you know I love me some apple cider vinegar. Okay, and elderberry. You can put them together, you can do them separate. I probably spelled elderberry wrong. If you know me much and you watch me much, you know I spell things wrong a lot too. But that's just how it is. But you get my point. Apple cider vinegar and elderberry is amazing for boosting the immune system. Okay, apple cider vinegar helps heal your digestive system. It helps get your stomach acid in the right levels. It also helps your microbiome, which is about 80 to 90% of your immune system. It's essential. It's great. It has some awesome stuff in there. Elderberry is also very good for your immune system. Strong antioxidant and helps boost the immune system. High in vitamin C. Great first option. Okay, so you're gonna take a shot of apple cider vinegar every morning and every evening before you go to bed in water, obviously. And same thing, about a shot or a tablespoon of elderberry syrup. I usually put mine in some water as well, or you can just drink it straight down. But that's a daily thing you wanna do for you, and do it for your kids too. Okay, you want to keep the immune system strong in the whole family. So that's number 1. That's a simple one. It's very simple. This next one we're going to talk about is following. This one's a little bit harder, but this one is, I would say, the biggest one. You don't even have to do these. If you do this one, you're going to have a good, healthy body, and you're not going to have to worry about it, because one of the major stressors, okay, the stress is what causes our immune system to go down. Okay, here's what happens when your body goes into a fight or flight response because of stress. Your immune system lowers. It's our physiology. It's how it's supposed to work. Because if you're in a real, true fight or flight response, you're not needing an immune system in that moment. You need to fight or flight. So your body kind of chills out on fighting off bacteria and viruses and goes into fighting off things that are chasing you. Okay? Does that make sense? So our immune system is going to be low. So one of the big stressors, believe it or not, isn't just emotional, but it's a chemical stressor in the foods that we're eating. All the preservatives and sugar, the massive amount of sugar that we eat in between October, Halloween, and January, which is all of our holidays. We eat a ton of sugar, and it suppresses our immune system. I would say the number 1 stressor on our body is sugar during that time of year. No doubt about it. So it's remove things like pasta, rice, breads, sugars, and grains. But what I'm going to put here is just follow an anti-inflammatory diet. Okay? Something that's going to keep inflammation down. Okay, and you're keeping the sugar out, you're keeping the grains out, you're keeping the dairy out as much as possible in this kind of diet. You're keeping the bad fats like canola oil and vegetable oil out of your diet. And you're gonna have an anti-inflammatory diet, because you're gonna eat lots of good vegetables, cruciferous vegetables. You're gonna eat lots of good healthy meats and eggs and fish, right? Organic, free range, wild caught, all that good stuff. And you're gonna have a good, strong anti-inflammatory diet. Hey, if you do that and just stay away from the sugar, I can almost guarantee you're not gonna get the flu unless you have some other major stressor happening in your life, okay? So that's number 2. Follow an anti-inflammatory diet if you don't want to get the flu. The next one is another thing that you can take. We're going to go with vitamin D3. Okay, so we'll put vitamin D3. Now you want vitamin D3. I've talked about D3 a lot. You want K2 with that, and magnesium, and also other fat-soluble vitamins like vitamin E and vitamin A as well. I like to use systemic formulas. We use a liquid one in our office. If you're a patient, just, hey, stop by, say you want our vitamin D3. We'll hook you up with that. Hey, if you mention this video, we'll give you 10% off. How about that? That sounds cool. But yeah, vitamin D3. If you wanted some of it and you're not a patient, just give us a call, or go to queencityhealthcenter.com and give us, find our phone number, call us there. The other one you can do along with that, oh yeah, so we're doing vitamin D3 and vitamin C. Now, to be honest with you, I'm not a big fan of taking, just straight up taking vitamin C on a daily basis. If I get a cold or something like that and I'm fighting, I'll take it then. But what I'd rather do is get it naturally from my food. Okay, so some foods that are really good for vitamin C is if you took 3 lemons a day, okay, squirt them into your water throughout your day. 3 lemons a day is the recommended amount of vitamin C for your day. That's a very simple way to naturally get vitamin C, okay? Don't drink orange juice and things like that because the boxed orange juice is just sugar and that's gonna be inflammatory. So you want vitamin C, but you wanna get it from a natural source. You can do lemons. The other thing is a Camu powder. It's called Camu. I'll write that down. So C-A-M-U, okay? Very high in vitamin C, you can use that as well. Cool? The other supplement I would add in here is cod liver oil. Okay, cod liver oil is super anti-inflammatory. Make sure all your cells have the EPA, DHA fatty acids that you need in omega-3s in your body. It's very essential for keeping inflammation down, just overall functioning of the health. So cod liver oil is a great one. Use Nordic Naturals. That's who we like to recommend. Okay, so number 4 on how do you prevent the flu. Hey, if you just did any of these, to be honest with you, but if you did these right here, you're not getting the flu. I mean, I really doubt you will. You have to have a lot of stress in your life if these aren't good enough for you, okay? So we want to check our stressors. That's another thing I'm not going to write down here, but look at the stress in your life. Look at the perception, how you're perceiving the things that are going on in the holiday season, you know, family, buying presents, money, all that stuff, and just decide to let it go. Find a way to let that go. That'll be huge for stress. Okay, number 4 is going to be, you can also take probiotics. So I also would recommend taking a good 50 billion to 100 billion probiotic during that time as well. Just make sure you're getting the good flora in your digestive system. I think 80 to 90% of your immune system is in your gut, and that's all this good bacteria in there. Quick little thing here. Did you guys know that we are actually more microbiome than we are human cells? Meaning there's more bacteria on us than there are human cells on us. Yeah, our bacteria is pretty important. With all the antibiotic use, we're killing ourselves. Truthfully, it really is. It's killing the immune system. So stay away from antibiotics as well, and that's going to help keep your immune system up as well. The final thing, and this is my favorite across the board, hopefully I didn't write too low here, but it's get chiropractic care. Chiropractic adjustments are amazing for boosting the immune system. They boost something called your CD4 count, which is how we actually rank your immune system. Okay, so it increases your CD4 count, which means you increase your immune system. Also, it increases IgA levels, which are part of the big immune system in your gut, which helps keep you from having lower digestive issues, constipation, inflammatory bowel issues, all those other things. So it's shown to increase the IgA levels as well, which is why we have patients that come in with ulcerative colitis and we start adjusting their spines and their ulcerative colitis goes away because of that reason. Or kids that have been patients for years and never get colds or ear infections or any of these other things. It boosts your immune system. The way it boosts your immune system, here's how it actually works, is it helps balance your stress response, okay? So when your spine isn't moving because we sit all day on a computer or we're on text messaging or we had an injury or anything like that, we slept wrong, it creates a stress response. That stress is just like any other stress in your body and your immune system starts to be depressed by that. When we adjust your spine, it actually stimulates the nervous system, it helps balance your sympathetic and parasympathetic nervous systems, and in return, allows your body to get into homeostasis. And when you're in homeostasis, you're not getting the flu, because that means your body's balanced and it's healing itself. The flu is not some big scary thing. If it was, everybody would get it. Have you ever noticed how some people in your house get it and some people don't? Or some people at work get it and some people don't? The people that have low immune systems at that time have the opportunity to get the flu. The people that don't are like, boom, knock it out, peace out. You don't need the flu. So you get my point though, is that it's all about how strong your body is, not about what you're taking, not about getting a flu shot, not about going to your doctor, not about living in fear because that's stressful too. Know that if you do these things right here, obviously I'm not gonna guarantee anything, but I can almost guarantee you're not gonna get the flu. Not only that, you're gonna be extremely healthy because you're getting a lot of the stuff that your body needs on a regular basis, getting good digestion, lots of vitamin C, lots of vitamin D, lots of antioxidants. You're eating clean, so you're not going to be inflamed. You're getting chiropractic care, so you're handling stress and getting pressure off the nervous system. Your nervous system controls every organ, tissue, cell in your body. That's a healthcare plan, not just to get rid of the flu plan. But that's my top 5 for the flu for you guys. If you can start to implement these things, any if not all of them, you're going to see a huge change in your life. Hey guys, start this young with your kids. They need to know this, not this craziness about injecting chemicals and junk in your blood so you can be scared of some flu, right? There's, just so you know, guys know, there's more viruses on this planet than there are stars in the universe, more types of viruses. If viruses were out to get us, we would not be here anymore. They're not out to get us, okay? Our body lives in symbiosis with them, okay? That means we live in balance with them. When you have a good, healthy microbiome, a good, healthy a system working together, viruses, bacteria, and fungus all working together in symbiosis in equal amounts in a good, strong immune system, everything's fine. You're not going to get these crazy diseases, okay? So no more living in fear. Viruses aren't bad. They're not out to get us. God put them here. Part of the planet. It's part of our microbiome. Without them, we'd be in a lot of trouble. We need them. We need the bacteria. And it's part of our, it's like I said, we're more bacteria than anything else. So that's a good lesson to learn. All right, guys, there's your flu stuff right there. You guys have an awesome day. Hey, watch this again. Every week I'm going to do a top 5 on some sort of a symptom. It might be back pain. It might be neck pain. It might be headaches, digestive issues. But keep learning. That's the way you become the expert in your health. You guys have an awesome day.